Denver Buffaloes and the Seattle Storm. Christian Okoye returning to the backfield for Denver. I'm sure they're happy to have him back for this game. Herbert starts the game off with a deep pass to Davis as he will get over across midfield to about the 35-yard line. On the next play, Herbert rolls out to the right. Looks like he might tuck it and run. Dumps it off to Tillman, and he makes a few guys miss. Down to the 1-yard line where they settle for a field goal. Kind of disappointing if you're Denver. However, they are up 3-0. Later in the game, Herbert back to pass, has plenty of time. Goes deep to Tillman as he will get all the way down to the red zone where they settle for another field goal. Denver up 6-0. The Storm and Randall Cunningham looking to answer back. Cunningham goes deep to Jeffries where there's no one around him. He will get into the end zone, putting the Storm up 7-6. Later in the game, Herbert handing off to Tillman, goes down the left side, then cuts back to the right side, across midfield, making guys look silly, brought down at the 40-yard line. Okoye down the right side, gets about a 10-yard gain, and guys, he's injured again. This is tough to see. He's been battling with injuries all year, and we'll see if we get him back in the future for this Denver squad. McNeil finishes the drive off with a touchdown, and a missed extra point gives us the odd score of 12-7. Cunningham takes off across midfield, making a few people miss, down to the 30-yard line, the 20-yard line, all the way down to the 10. He will then hand the ball off. No, actually, he fakes it. Cunningham throws across his body. They tell you not to do that. Pick in the end zone. That's a killer for the Seattle Storm. Herbert to McKellar. He makes the catch at the 35-yard line, breaks to about midfield. Herbert then back to pass. He finds McKellar again to the 20-yard line, down to about the 15. Seth Joyner's sack ends that drive, and another field goal for Denver, giving us the score 15-7. Cunningham rolling out to the right, breaks contain across the line of scrimmage, showing you why he is the leading rusher in this league. Down to the 10-yard line, Randall Cunningham hands the ball off to White, where he is stuffed at the 5-yard line, giving Denver the ball at the 1-yard line, which will lead to a Seattle safety. Say that 5 times fast, giving us a score 15-9. One play left, Randall Cunningham play action. It's snuffed out by Lawrence Taylor, and that'll end it. Denver wins this one 15-9.
Milwaukee goes to Pittsburgh to play the Renegades. It's an Elway versus Marino game. Starting off in the red zone, Mack would get nowhere. Then Mack attack would be unable to catch the pass in the red zone. Third down, Elway rolls out, throws it to Mack. He gets nothing. This would lead to an Elam field goal, 3-0. Next drive for Marino, he throws it over the middle to Bill Brooks, his favorite receiver, as he makes it to the 30 of the Renegades. Reggie Brooks, another Brooks, gets the fake handoff sweep to around the 11-yard line. This would lead to a Jeff Jager made field goal. It's 3-3. Pittsburgh controlled most of the first half as Reggie Cobb gets the ball up the middle, and then Reggie Cobb gets the ball down the outside. Whoop! He goes tightrope to the sideline. It's 10-3. Next drive, Reggie Brooks, he fumbles. It's recovered by Terry Kennard, and Reggie Cobb bums it in for the touchdown. 2 Reggies at running back. This drive, Elway to Michael Jackson, and Kevin McAttack gets tackled in the backfield. This would lead to a missed Elam field goal after the drive stalled. Dan Marino's trying to get into this game. He's taking this on his back. He's saying, "Get off me." And then Dan Marino throws it over the middle to his favorite receiver, Bill Brooks. And Bill Brooks with a skinny post over the middle. It's a touchdown, 10-point ball game. Elway, play action fake, roll out bootleg, throws an interception to William White, intended for Don Beebe. He gets it to around the 20-yard line, and Marino's going for a clutch drive, giving it to who? Of course, Bill Brooks. And then with pressure in his face, he throws it down the left side to Mark Clayton, and then Rick gets the touchdown. Overtime, usually if you win the coin flip, you win the game. It's Milwaukee with the ball first. Marino hangs back, throws it over the middle to his favorite receiver, Bill Brooks, getting it to the 41-yard line in Pittsburgh territory. Marino throws it to Reggie Brooks. On the screen, he gets it to around the 30. And the final play of the game, Mark Clayton with the catch from Dan Marino. And Milwaukee wins. They are 3-2. Pittsburgh is 2-3 after a really, really good game. The Stampede visit the Lightning. Still no Vinny Testaverde, but they get Bo Jackson back from injury. Steve Young, the Lightning are up 3-0. He throws it down the left side to Gary Clark, Clutch City Gary Clark, and that would lead to a Pat Leahy field goal after the drive stalled at 6-0. Ty Detmer has the ball at the 50-yard line. He throws to the newly uninjured Bo Knows Jackson, and Bo knows the end zone in the red zone. He looks skinny, getting the ball into the end zone, 1-point lead. Steve Young has the ball. He throws it down the field to Gary Anderson, diving catch, and inside Stampede territory, the give is to Gary Clark to the 21-yard line, and Pat Leahy would add the field goal. It's a 2-point ball game. Ty Detmer surveys the field. He needs points. He throws an interception to Kevin Smith intended for Metzlars, and Steve Young would back up in the red zone. Throws the ball to Neil Anderson, and Neil Anderson has the passing touchdown. It's 16-7. It's a 9-point lead. Bo Jackson gets the ball. He whoops around defenders. He makes them look foolish, and then Ty Detmer backs up, throws it to Pete Metzlars, and then Kenneth Davis gets the touchdown. It's a 2-point ball game. Steve Young in his own territory throws it down the field to Gary Anderson down the seam route, but Steve Young makes a mistake here, throwing an interception to Rod Woodson. Rod Woodson gets it to around the 25-yard line as the Stampede take over, and then Kenneth Davis catches the ball on the wheel route as he makes it into Lightning territory, and Bo Knows Jackson, he whoops around defenders and he knows the end zone. Steve Young gets the ball back for the Lightning. He hands the ball off to his running back. It's a fumble. Brett Maxey recovers the fumble, and then Ty Detmer makes a big mistake. Ball's intended for Pete Metzlars, but it's intercepted by Kevin Smith, the second interception of the game. Steve Young needs to get the Lightning back in the game. He needs 5 points. He throws the ball down the right side to Sean Collins. He misses the tackle. He gets the ball to the 10-yard line. It's 4th and 2. Lightning go for it. Steve Young hands the ball off to Neil Anderson. He has the touchdown. The Stampede can win this game if they get a field goal. Ty Detmer throws it deep to the guy with knives on his hands, Brian Blades, and he'd wish he didn't have knives on his hands because he gets tackled. It's a fumble recovered by Chris Spielman. And the Lightning survive the Stampede 23-21. Stampede is 1-4. Lightning is 4-1. Thank you all for watching Week 5 of the BTFL Season 2. While this episode was being made, the NFL announced the induction of the 2022 Hall of Fame class, and many of them were covered in Season 1 of the BTFL a few years ago. I want to congratulate Cliff Branch from the 76 Raiders, Leroy Butler from the 96 Packers, Richard Seymour from the 2004 Patriots, Tony Baselli from the 99 Jaguars, and finally Dick Vermeil from the 99 Rams. You guys deserve it in the Hall of Fame, and hopefully there will be more to come. I hope everyone has a great day.